Special meeting of the Financial Planning and Supervision Commission for the City of Norwood. I'll call the roll. Mayor Schneider.
Present.
Council President Gears.
Present.
Mr. Schwartz was unable to make it. Mr. Shepard.
Here.
Mr. Gomez was unable to make it. Mr. Jarvis.
Here.
And I am here. Let's go first. I had no real reason, I guess, for the order, but the next item on the agenda is the Rolston Avenue Improvement Project. In your packet, you'll see there is a resolution and also attached, which is the important thing. It's already been through council. You've got a copy of the ordinance. And you also have a copy of a very small amount of the total package from Ohio Public Works Commission. It's quite lengthy, but basically what I did want you all to see is that they will be, it's a 50-50 project, so 50% is a grant, so it is money coming from OPWC. The $1,268,500 that's in the promissory note is a loan that the city will be paying on. The term, first of all, the interest rate is 0%, which is a great thing on these OPWC loans. And the term should be 30 years. I just can't, it's not popping out at me, but
Yep.
they're normally, yeah, here it is, second paragraph. For a period, amortization period of 30 years. I did not bring the cost amount, but it is very minimal. And Anna Mary, if you could speak to affordability.
So this loan is going to be paid from their permissive motor vehicle license fund, which is Fund 5. That is not in the FRP at this time. I did have the city do a forecast for 5 years on this because they actually pay a lot of OPWC monies through this, plus there's other road items that are paid through that fund. They just did an increase to their permissive MVL of $5 this year, so that gets them, it's roughly around $64,000 a year from last year going forward, which was a good thing because without that, the introduction of this and the other loan that we had just approved for OPWC would have put them hurting the Fund 5 and would have had to look at other funds, but with that influx plus the beginning balances, it can carry these two loans, this one for sure, the last one that was just done. So it wouldn't have to be looked at into the other funds. I did caution them though going forward past the 5-year mark because it is, your revenues are not over your expenditures, even with that influx of monies, and there are some debts that may be coming off in the future, but we need to be watching that so we don't completely wipe out that balance of Fund 5. But right now, this fund can handle it. So.
Okay, great.
Very good.
Now the resolution, basically, there's a lot of whereases. In previous commissions, I have read it, but I'm not going to do that to you. Because it basically notes down, first of all, because the city of Norwood was declared in fiscal emergency, and this commission was created pursuant to the revised code to assist in the restoration of the fiscal integrity. And then it mentions Ohio Revised Code Section 11807, which requires the commission to approve the amount and purpose of any issuance of debt obligations entered into by the city. And then it goes on to say, well, this is what the city did. And it basically reiterates that the loan, there's a 50-50 cost share on the project. The loan will be for $1,268,500 at 0% interest, amortized over 30 years. And then when the first payment is due. And then it goes on to say, this is what we did. The commission looked at the loan agreement, which was authorized, approved by city council, and any information. And that we've decided it's affordable. It will not, this loan will not lead into a reallocation of funds, which would cause a fiscal emergency to exist, and it wouldn't prolong the duration of the fiscal emergency. And then it goes, therefore, be it resolved that the commission duly approves the incurrence of the debt in the amount of $1,268,500 at 0% interest for the completion of the link. Yep, I will amend that to read Rolston Avenue improvements. So, what I would do is look for a motion to approve the resolution as amended. Mr. Shepherd moves. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Jarvis seconds. And I will call the roll. Mayor Schneider.
Yes.
Council President Gears.
Yes.
Mr. Shepherd.
Yes.
Mr. Jarvis.
Yes.
Ms. Hanrahan. Yes. All right. Going forward then to the fire engine. I don't know. I mean, we quasi have discussed this previously. I know that there was a purchase in the financial recovery plan. I had thought it was a ladder truck, and I may be confusing the issue. Mayor, can you speak to that?
There was a ladder truck also, yes. There were two fire apparatuses that were in the plan, this one and the fire truck. Fire truck is not ready to move forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'll go ahead and go through does anybody have any questions about the fire engine itself? I believe these things are, I don't know, I mean, even when you talk about snow plows and stuff, they're pretty much anymore, I mean, you don't just go buy it, you order it, they make it. I think the same thing is true of this one here. And I believe, Mayor or Council President Gears, when are we looking at actually getting this engine?
Well, it's 2027,
2027.
so I'm assuming.
So is that, because I didn't know that quarter, I don't know, I just thought that was the model. I had no idea. It's a 2027 basically? 2027 E1?
It's delivered, correct?
Okay,
Yeah.
so that incorporates when it will be delivered. Okay. And I believe in a previous meeting, there was question as to, would you like pay it over the term until you get it? And that's not how they go about it, because the companies invest so much labor that you pay for it up front. It's a special order. Like anything you special order, they're not going to take the chance that you back out. So up front, they're going to want to make sure they get their money so that their work, their labor, the time that's involved in this is not in vain. Again, I would say that the information that I had sent out was very lengthy. I mean, it goes into all of the features of this fire engine, not knowing anything about fire engines. The fire engine was approved by council, the purchase, I should say, on the 11th of June at their meeting. So a copy of the ordinance is attached, it's a part of your packet. Also in the packet is just the first page, Exhibit A of basically is all of what we've got. Payment on delivery, there was a discount, so the actual payment will be $928,465. Then in Exhibit B that is in your packet, it also reiterates the amount will be $928,465. The lessor is United Financial, which is a division of, where did I see that? Home Trust Bank. I'm not sure if they will take it. The amortization that was provided by the lessor was really over 5 years, and I included that. It can be taken up to from 5 to 7 years, but this would give you an idea of what the lease payments would be. The interest rate is 4.760. My understanding is that the city went out and tried a number of financing entities to get the best rate they could. Again, the resolution, whereas the city of Norwood was in fiscal emergency, whereas the commission was created pursuant to Chapter 118, whereas Revised Code 11807 requires the commission to approve the amount and purpose of any issuance of debt obligations, whereas the city entered into an agreement with United Financial for the lease purchase of the 2027E1 custom low hose bed pumper and related equipment from Vogel. The maker, the manufacturer of the equipment is Vogapol Fire Equipment Incorporated. Purchase price will not exceed $928,465 at 4.760% interest compounded annually for 5 to 7 years, with the first payment due July 15th. And then whereas we reviewed the lease agreement, it was approved by the city, by city council. We've also determined that it will not exceed debt limits, will not impair the ability of any overlapping subdivisions to issue debt. There's no movement, and will not likely lead to the reallocation of funds causing a fiscal emergency to exist or to prolong the duration of a fiscal emergency, and therefore be it resolved. So having gone over this the resolution, I should say, are there any questions on the purchase?
My question has to do with the 5 to 7 years. What discretion do we have?
I'm not clear on that. It was my understanding, but may have changed between then and now. My thinking is that they will, while they were given the choice, my understanding is they will likely opt out for the 5 years because it had been indicated that they would like to pay this off as soon as they can.
So it was, Mayor, just anywhere between 5 to 7 years, and we pick the 5. Cool.
I mean, our goal is not to be paying for this thing forever.
It's good. Good.
I mean,
Yep.
Good, I'm in.
the payments would be lesser, but it would be like,
Right.
okay, when is this going to be over? And we do, Anna Mary, it was in the financial recovery plan, so I'm thinking it's affordable.
Yes, so it's already in the plan.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Since this, although the time that I drew up this agenda, I wasn't sure if it was going to go on council's agenda. It did. So it did get approved by council. I would look for a motion to approve this resolution and the purchase. Mr. Shepherd's moves. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Jarvis seconds. Okay, I will call. call. Mayor Schneider,
Yes.
Council President Gears,
Yes.
Mr. Shepherd,
Yes.
Mr. Jarvis.
Yes.
Ms. Hanrahan, yes. Okay, having concluded our business for today, I would look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Mayor moves. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Gears seconds. On a voice vote, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose same sign. Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Well done.